Hello, welcome back to Wildfrost. I am here. We gotta go fast. It's 9:30. I gotta go play Super Mario RPG in an hour, but I didn't do Wildfrost yet today. Cranberry and I have been doing a little recording for a new series, so I was doing that this afternoon. This character's name is it's really close to Kansas. We got Kass'as, Marae, and Junta. Of these, I think I will play this one. They're all pretty bad, but this one's okay. Gain +3 on kill? Why not? I haven't played Spike in a while. I kind of want to play Spike today. Sounds good to me. I don't have anything to tell you today. Nothing really exciting going on over here. Hope you're doing well out there. Not happy about this Snoof, I'll tell you that. It's not the end of the world, I can just hit him twice. Hit him with the one. I can play Slight Optimization as I can play Sunburst 2-2 to kill it. And then I can play Tarblade on Gagong so my hero gets the kill. But, yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say today. Nothing too interesting. I'm trying to think. Oh, I did read your guys' puzzle game suggestions. Lots of good ones in there. I might play Can of Wormholes. That one looks pretty fun. But there's a lot of good options, so stay tuned if you're interested. If you're not, don't worry about it. I want to play something though. I just don't know what yet. It's 5 hits, I believe. No, it's 4 hits. So if Spike gets hit once here, it's fine. We'll hit one on the Goblin. My hero wastes their attack, but I actually want them to waste their attack, so that I don't kill one of the Penguins as it spawns in, because we want 5 kill on Spike, of course. Well, it's gonna be a 4 kill on Spike, but you know, close enough. It's almost a 5 kill. If I had a few extra turns, it would be. But, alas. Fine, first combat. It's gonna be interesting to see how much money I actually made here. I don't think it's gonna be too exciting. I guess it's probably, it looks like it's gonna be about 90. 86. Okay, so yeah, not as much as some of my other fights. I've had fights versus the snow team where I come in ahead and I just get to hit the Goblin for a few rounds. So, not bad though. I'm gonna go double unit. I'm not going to mess around today. I hate jumping on Agile Candle before I know, but it's a pretty low tax to pay. This card isn't terrible to have. And it makes any other overburn pretty useful. Maybe not. Maybe I go Shade Wisp. I'll go Shade Wisp. I think it's fine. I think they're all pretty bad, to be honest with you. I think probably I should have just skipped. Oh, that's gaming. That's the video game right there. Oh well. I'll play big. I'll play egg here. Yeah, I'll play egg here. I think egg's pretty good. It's okay, there's gonna be a Van Jun right here. Too bad. We'll play Snoffle. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I do think... Oh, this is the Ringer fight, though, so it's good to keep Spike, because Spike does really well versus this Mimic. But yeah, a bit of a shame that it has gone the way that it has. I will not lie. Hold on, is Tarblade here? Yeah. Tarblade to set up a 2-kill via Spike, and then Egg to take the Frostinger. Normally you'd want to play your unit first, but it doesn't really matter here, I suppose. You ever think about, like, what if I take the Porcupine here? I don't think there's a reason to. I was just thinking about, like, I could take it. I don't get anything for it, but I could take it. And then it dies, and it feels like an enemy death to me. It's not, but it feels like it. It's gonna be really good to hatch my egg here. Yeah, something like this. Hatching the egg is really good, because it's gonna give me a lot of money eventually when it kills everything. And we can Sunburst 2-2 Snoffle, Frostinger hits into Frostinger. egg hatches. This is a setup to make more money. More than it is anything else. Because now Dr. Egg is out. My mouse is resetting. Please hold. There it is. And then I want a freeze on Frostinger. And then this is fine. And we'll go Starblade here. I'm figuring it out as I go. I could sit down and plan this entire setup out, but it's a lot easier to just kind of work it out as I play the cards. Because the Goblin leaves. So you go up here, you play a Tarblade on the Frostinger that's on the bottom. Goblin leaves. And then we go Tarblade on Ice Lantern, Dr. Egg clears 3. And that's a 4 kill. Why did the Ice Lantern drop me so much money? It's not supposed to drop you money. Clunkers don't drop money, I thought. Maybe Ice Lantern does and I've never noticed? You can see the problem with our hero here, by the way. This when hit, apply, or not the gain 3 on kill. Really hard for you to get kills with this thing. If you don't start snowballing, it never gets off the ground. I don't really know what to do here. 369 on Frostinger. I guess I can play Shade Wisp on the Ringer. I may as well get my own guy. Oh, you know what I should do at the start of this video? I should open GIMP. I always forget to. I am going to need it open if I'm planning on making a thumbnail though today. That is just true. It's going to take a while to get through the Ringer. I'm going to try to let Dr. Egg swing here. Hopefully without being weakened. But I think he's going to get weakened, so I'm going to need to go again. It's very likely that in his 3 hits he gets weakened enough that the Porcupine or the Ringer lives. I'm just gonna, I think you're supposed to hit though, because now, what can I do? 555. Oh, now it's he has to get double hit by the Ringer when hit effect. The Ringer's when hit effect. There you go. Otherwise it's guaranteed. Cool, cool, cool. Not too bad, I would argue. 176 is a really good amount to have here. A shame. I mean, I would just like to go to a Charm Merchant today, but I just like Charm Merchants. They're not that good here. I'll go New One Biscuit. I think it's fine. And then we'll go bottom path. What you got for me a New One Biscuit on? Skullman's Tea. I mean, I don't need a New One Biscuit on this. This is just very good. Definitely a winning line. We can pick up a different unit to make this run look better. Casual Battle Axe? Oh man. I really could have played that shit. I need some more units that do damage. I do believe. I'm gonna press a charm here. Pomegranate charm? Interesting. I mean, that's one of the better charms to see. No doubt. I'm gonna take another one. I was thinking about that Agile Battle Axe, though. Lumen Ring. Wow. Good charms. What did I pick up? I picked up Skullman's Tea. We could Lumen Ring Shade Wisp. It's an option. If you want to just win the game, you can Lumen Ring Snoffle. That is a auto-win line. The problem here is I guess I have to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Pomegranate Charm my hero, because I actually feel a little bit like I'm going to struggle on Infernoko if I don't do something like that. So as much as I'd love to hang around and try to pull something a little better, I think it is just going to have to be like this. Maybe we can play around the gain on kill. I have my doubts, but if it starts snowballing, it should do really well. There are some fights where it's going to do very well, but it's a tough battle for sure. And I'm very concerned about a young man named King Moko. Oh, I have Shade Wisp. Oh. I see an idea here. I hit Mini Moko down. Does he die before he plus ones? He does, okay. Oh, you can't Shade Wisp the big guys. I didn't know that. So I'm gonna take the Porcupine then. Because I'm gonna let the Dr. Egg hatch. So my turn here is a little bit wasted, but that's okay. Yeah, because I can't take the Infernoco anyway. So this is fine. The egg hatches. And with that, I will now Skull Misty the Porcupine to give a +2. It's okay. That Mini Moko is not okay. That is a real problem. We have a starting point for our hero Kansas here. I think I would like to... It's going to be New Biscuit Blizzard Bottle, probably. So, I want to play, but I don't need to play Sunburst Tutu. It doesn't change anything here, so I should get Snoffle on the board. Snoffle versus Snow Gobbler. Scary. Then it goes Sunburst Tutu on our hero so that they beat the Porcupine in initiative. Spike takes that hit, no problem. There's a 4+2 coming at ya. We got 7x3 here. I guess I have Jun take the 4 for my hero. Hey, but what about Spike? Doesn't he die here? Yeah. And? I'll let Snoffle take 2. It's better on Snoffle than my hero, because I can always recall Snoffle if I need. Doesn't bother me much. Bye, Jun. And we do phase Infernoco here, of course. I was aware. Yeah, these Mini Mokos are problematic, I believe. We let Snoffle go to 1. It's definitely New Biscuit Blizzard Bottle. I've just been waiting until I needed to play it. And this is the last turn I can play it. And then the freeze is kind of wasted. I should probably put it on the Mini Moko. That's problematic. Now, it's very good if I can put good damage onto this Mini Moko. Because I want my hero to get a swing in and a kill. I could take the Snow Gobbler. Huh. This is fine. My hero ties Mini Moko, which means I should kill it soon. I could take this Snow Gobbler. It's too long of an attack timer, though. 5 turns is too far away. I don't live that long. There is no good point to playing a Jun or a Shade Wisp because they both just die in the Infernoco swing. I tied this. I think I'm not supposed to hold this hand. That is my assessment. Because I get the guaranteed Blizzard Bottle. I go Blizzard Bottle Frostinger is free. I am very greedy. And this is the greedy play because my Dr. Egg is going to kill Infernoco. So if I come down here in Sunburst Tutu, I take a 2-kill home. Last enemy's a Makoko. It's fine. I guess I missed out on Mini Mokos. I counted off by 1. I missed out on the kill on Mini Moko. But that's okay. 3 + 0 is 3. I'm at 5. I press bell. It's all good. Got to 14 on the hero, so it actually kind of looks okay. I don't hate it. Let's see what we pull here. A Smackback Charm is kind of nice. I need healing if I'm going to play that, though. It's really hard to play this otherwise. I'm going to take a crown, of course. What are the bells? Bell of the Charge, Redraw, Wave Bell. I can go Fury Charm, I think, and have it be okay. Base damage on this hero of any kind is very good. So that's what I'm going to go for here. Any help we can get is good help. No King Moko? Nice. Unfortunate. Hope I don't have to take junk here. Tragic. Do I want Mimic? So yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Hate that I just get forced into taking junk there, though. I don't want junk for that Mimic. Blank Mask? Blank Masking... What, maybe Snoffle is fine? Or I can Blank Mask Egg for... It's just another target for Skull Misty, really. That's fine, too. I could play... No, it's always Blank Mask. It's Blank Mask or Bust. And... Yeah, I just take the crown. Too bad you can't get Skull Misty on the Slap Crackers, huh? Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe not for the enemies. I can't get a good turn 1 Skull Misty, although maybe I can take a +4 in this fight. This is gonna be a lot of just figuring out what I can get away with and what I should not do. I'm gonna steal a Pecan and Skull Mist it on turn 1. That's the plan. And I said I was going to. I am going to play this. Fury Charm. I could play Lumen Ring. I think that I probably should. Eventually you have to face the music here. I don't want to just lose for fun, so I'm going to put up the winning line. I tried, but I don't feel like they offered me anything I wanted to play. Oh, what a high roll. He rolled a +2? That's so good for me. I guess it's kind of curious to play the Skull Misty before the egg hatches. But all I really care about is my hero snowballing, and my hero will snowball with this for sure. Hero ties the Pecan. I really played Mimic Fury Charm, huh? I really did this shit. It's better when I get Skull Misty going, though. But I think maybe I should have just skipped the Fury Charm. Oh well. You do 9, this is 8, but it's a little more because of Shell Witch. I think it's Tarblade Pecan, and then Blizzard Bottle Pecan, and that'll give my hero a first kill. I gotta clean up this setup, though, for sure. It's a little messy. I definitely want Snoffle on the board, though. 12. Yeah, imagine my hero gets to swing again here. It kind of just ends the fight. I'm gonna copy of an ally. I'm gonna go ahead and hatch our egg. It's 12 damage, it's very good. I want Sunburst 2/2. It's in here. I can just draw for it. If I Sunburst 2/2, you tie with the Shell Witch, you do 12 down here. You're at... I think it's fine. I need to throw Spike out of this run, I think, as well. Mimic will do well. Mimic isn't bad here, I should say. I don't think Mimic is necessarily all that wrong. Because Mimic will play well with Dr. Egg in the post-hatch era. I'm gonna go ahead and get the New Moon Biscuit out now. Oh yeah, also don't let my guy get hit for nothing. New Moon Biscuit out now. So I don't want the Prickle to +2 here, so I'll take Sunburst 2/2. Although I can also play... Nah, it's definitely Sunburst 2/2. Because you can Sunburst 2/2 the hero, clean out this bottom half. Snoffle freezes the top. I can play Blizzard Bottle Gobbling, I guess. I have nothing better to do. I could do it on Conquer, I guess you could argue. Hero goes up to 21 off of that, okay. You know, and I said that this ability was kind of lame. What do I know? This is pretty cool. Because now I can Blizzard Bottle it. Or not Blizzard Bottle, Blank Mask it, I mean. 10, 15. There's no reason to Blank Mask it, though. The best target for Blank Mask right now, if I want to be correct, is Snoffle. But I'm just going to Bell. I have a lot of cards to throw out of this deck, I think. Half of this deck is just unplayable nonsense. We need to kill this Conquer pair. Or this Conquer Shell Witch pair, I should say. And I'll play Mimic in front of this. Again, I'm just going to let Spike die. He shouldn't even be here. Blank Mask, yeah, also looks good. I don't mind going to 18 over 21. I don't care if Conquer die or if Conquer kills Spike here. Mimic tanks Bolgo, because that's all Mimic is good for right now. This one, it's starting to make sense, but something you're going to notice very fast is that this deck does not beat the very last boss. On-kill effects are terrible at fighting the refrigerator, whatever that boss is called. Like, really, really bad at fighting that shit. So we need to be aware and prepared. This is a nice 3-kill if I play Sunburst 2-2 on my hero. The answer is, I don't really know yet, but it's probably gonna be a rough final fight. I mean, the answer is Snoffle, but I'm not ready to face the music. Yeah, this fight won't be great, but we'll see. There you go, let's see what's in the treasure before we naysay and doomsay. Chrono? Chrono is probably the way forward here. Almost certainly, the more that I think about it, it is. And then I can go Shade Sculptor. Yeah, I can see the line through. I can see it. Kind of. There's one roadblock to this build. Does Faith work here on the egg? Oh, sweet. That's very cool. I'm gonna decrown and throw Spike out. Yeah, it's okay. I need... Oh, I need a second Skull Misty, I think. Of course, I mean, usually that is the answer. So let me walk myself through this, and as a result, walk you through this. I'm thinking. The end game here is to play this egg and then land Skull Misty on it with Mimic. So the end game plan here is egg, Mimic, Chrono, Skull Mist, right? And so the problem is, how do I get that set up turn one? The answer is I probably don't, to be honest. I think it just isn't really set up. Crown here. In this fight, do I want to play the Shade Wisp Skull Misty setup? Not really, because I only get +5. We want to wait on this setup until the egg is hatched now, because we're kind of just moving this run to, by the way, I'm playing egg today. Did you notice? I'm just playing a worse version of Foxy. It's Foxy, but harder to play. And then we're gonna crown... I don't know, let's crown Chrono. I think it'll be alright. It's just hard to deal. How do I deal with this egg? I need it to hatch. And it needs to not take 1,000,000 years to hatch. And then a new one here. Who hits egg? I freeze the Bigfoot for free. I'm working through it. I'm still not 100% sure of this setup. I'm gonna press the bell. I was gonna kill the egg myself, but I don't think it's right. Yeah, this also gets kinda awkward with it. I did cheat here and crown Snoffle so that life is not so hard. Yeah, this is the problem with the deck having so many cards, though. I can't always pull the Shade Wisp when I need it. So we're gonna have to settle a little bit. I do believe. Can't play Press the Bell for Snoffle to freeze everything. I have nothing to play here. Do I? Oh, I see the problem. Okay. I'll just play Tarblade. Nothing really to do there. So now the egg is hatched. The problem is that, like, Man, my guy is 4x3. It's 4 turns until he actually gets to go off. But this is a little bit difficult, I think. We can get 9 times 3. Well, it's not difficult, actually. It's actually just play Sunburst 2/2 Snoffle. Yeah. I suppose. It's actually not that hard when you think about it. I could move Chrono up to get a little extra damage on this Bigfoot. But then Snoffle locks everything down. I don't care what you eat as Woolly Drek. I'd like him to not eat Bigfoot. Actually, it doesn't matter to me. So we're gonna play a Skull Mist Tea here. He deals 3. It can go to it can go to Dreg. I'd rather it. Ooh, if I Skull Mist Tea this, I'm taking 4 on my hero. Not much I can do. We don't have a whole lot of health to play with, I'm noticing. So we have to be very cautious. That's all. Interesting. Okay, so none of the enemies other than Woolly Drek ever get to play the game again, now that we have the setup complete. Cypher is finished. Now I press Shade Wisp on Woolly Drek, and then I ideally pull Skull Misty. This is 2, 4. No barrage on this, but that's okay. I'm not counting, I'm just pressing Bell. No Skull Misty. We have time. Cool. Guess it would have been better for Mimic to be with Drag, maybe. I'm not so sure about that. Okay, I'm gonna freeze Big Lou, because he's gonna count down anyway, and then Snoffle will refreeze. I'm buying myself as much time as I can, because Big Lou is an actual threat I need to face. Oh, but Drag actually goes after Woolly Drek. So I can Sunburst 2/2 Berry Bell, and then redraw to Skull Misty, and that's okay. By the way, very important, do not let this man cast. Do not let it happen to yourself. I'm actually going to press the bell because I don't want to mess up here and die. I'm just going to play it cool. If Woolly Drek casts, it does eat my hero, and that is GG. So we'll play Skull Misty here. I should make sure I rotate Snoffle up so I get the double freeze. Skull Misty, Woolly Drek. And now we kill everything. That's the full setup in its entirety. Because now you can come down here, you can go 10, 12, 12, 10, 12, 12, and that's lethal. So, and we win an initiative, so I can hit Tarblade on Bigfoot, and that's a 6 kill. Nice and simple, like. It's a shame I didn't have room for the Goblin. That's all. But I'll take it. 10, 12, 12. Good enough. It's like, once you get the setup finished, it's very good. It's a matter of how fast can I get that setup completed. The answer I'm noticing here is that I actually don't have to play Doctor. I can just play my hero, Skull Misty. I take whatever's good. 7 times 2 will be fine on the final fight, I think. Don't forget to take the vase. Don't you forget it. Don't click on Snowcake there. Don't you do it. Skull Misty? Oh, Yeti Skull is huge for me, actually. I mean, it's pretty good, I would say. It's not necessarily huge, but it's very nice to have. Because it lets me kill my egg turn 1 very nicely. I'm not going to take another Skull Misty here. Heart Charm is nice. I can't use the third one, I don't think. Sun Charm. That's also nice. Okay. This would be a great time for Chuckle Charm, but I don't believe it's in the cards. I'm going to play Sun Charm Hero here, and we're going to play Heart Charm on Snoffle. In theory, they should be similar. Heart Charm Snoffle versus Heart Charm Hero. It's all about the same. Okay, so we're going to now change a little bit. I've recognized... Seven, yeah, okay. I need one more crown, but it's not super pivotal. So it's gonna go Skull Mist Tea and Yeti Skull, and we'll get a turn 1 decent setup here. It's, I would say, pretty good. This fight does not have a good thing to eat. It's 1-0, and I can't steal the boss, as we found out. Oh, it's actually 2. I thought he was 1. Okay. Either way. Egg. And the 0 here is either Pop Room or Strudels. I learned that lesson already. Yeti Skull. Gives me a 6-7, pretty solid. But we play this, this, and then Skull Misty the 7. And then as soon as I play Chrono, everything is good for me. And I think I'll just fish for it. There it is. Because now we do 7 Barrage plus a 9. Chrono goes here. Yeah, this is as good as I could imagine, really. I'm gonna go New Moon Biscuit Blizzard Bottle. I was thinking about killing the Shroom Gobbler. I think it would have been a little bit better to kill the Shroom Gobbler, actually. Because my hero would have gone before the Strudel, I believe. But it doesn't actually matter because Snoffle freezes everything. It's not close when you get right down to it. Nothing, the thing about this fight is that I'm going to kill it really fast. There's nothing I can really do about that. It doesn't bother me much either. A nice little trick we can play is we can blank mask and have our hero and our heroes be offset for the Mimic. Because the Mimic is the real player here. Mimic is what's doing all the work. 7 kills, 7 kills. It's a 4 kill. This Strudel should die, so I'll Tarblade for a 5. It's actually, it would have already been a 5, sorry. I'm forgetting about the +3 on kill. Oh, it's actually a 6 kill. Yeah, and once you get going, and you stay going, bring everything. It really is feast or famine, though. Sometimes it looks like we're barely gonna survive, and then sometimes we actually just steamroll. Like this. Oh, this hero doesn't have Chrono Power. Okay. The Sun Charm was really big. Going from 4 to 3 is actually a game changer. Sun Charm Chrono pivoted this run out of the pit. I think we were actually kind of doomed until I hit those. I think I could have split Truffle there for an extra bit of money. I didn't look. It's okay, we cleared the whole fight, which means we made, yeah, a lot of dollars. We will take a Health Bell and Goat Charm. Both very good. I like those. That looked solid, I think. And I think that's what I'm going to do from here on. I could also steal a Warthog here, but I don't think I'll do that. I have to be a little bit cautious. I have to be, like, cognizant of this fight, because I can definitely just swing in and die. I'm never picking up another card in this deck, though. I can tell you that. Same turn 1 setup. Yeah, I can swing into this guy and just eat it. For sure. So we have to be aware. Not this one, but the next one, more accurately. And then it's you. I could have given Snoffle an attack here if I had taken, or put Demonized Charm on him. And then he would be doing 7, which is interesting. Done with New Moon Biscuit Sunburst 2-2 here. This is one of the fights that our hero does super well on. Because it's a lot of small idiots for them to kill. I'll just press Bell. It's a shame I didn't have Chrono yet. It's okay, we pulled Blizzard Bottle. That's what really matters here, is ripping the Blizzard Bottle in time. Although, I guess it doesn't matter because Snoffle handles it. The actual correct play here is to press the Wave Bell, and then Lumen Vase Snoffle and put out a 4 on all of them. Now, like, every Warthog is unable to play now, and my hero goes up at 28, we 6 kill, enemy Wave Bell. Did you know about this? Looks good to me, doesn't it? We'll just wait for our hero to be on 1. A lot of the cards and a lot of the ideas we had originally have just completely gone out the window. I think this is actually the one where I'm going to take my screenshot, so I'll be right back, because this is probably as good as it's going to look. The screenshot's acquired. Now I press the button. I have a blizzard bottle in hand as well. Also very important to keep in mind. Freeze Warthog. This is over, by the way. No doubt about it. It's a 6 kill. With blizzard bottle for the safety, although I was pretty sure it was fine no matter what. The snowball works though because we have this 7 we can put out right away. I wish I could go to Muncher here, but I need more crowns. 1 more crown makes a difference. We'll just grab 3 charms. I don't want to take any more cards in this deck though. Moko Charm. Greed Charm? Oh, that's pretty good. I'll stop buying, because it's actually really hard to put out a lot of charms. But Greed Charm, Moko Charm, Mimic goes off. I think. I'm not retaking the screenshot. You can have a little surprise here for Mimic. Oh yeah, we have another treasure. Pass. Shocking, I know. Alright, let's knock it out. I feel fairly confident. I think we should have this. That's how I would put it. You and you. Egg and Skull. Freeze the scary ones. And then T. And then Snoffle and Chrono. And there you have it. I've always drawn New Moon Biscuit with something good to put it on, which is nice. I think that my hero... 3-6... It doesn't quite go in my favor, I fear. Mimic's always gonna steal the kills, but I guess that's fine. Should have mentioned that I'm gonna start hitting the Frost Guardian here as well. It doesn't bother me because we have Jun in this deck. I can also just freeze him once. He dies next time we swing. Dies whenever I want. But he's a great target for a quick little Shade Wisp into Skull Misty here, if you don't mind. This is actually as good as it's gonna look. But I'm not retaking the screenshots. You can have a little surprise here. I took the screenshots early. Ooh, a bear? Ooh, a bear. He throws both of them too. That's pretty brutal. Wow, and stuff spawned in at the end of the round. Oh, I'm gonna play Blank Mask now. Oh no, sorry. I'm gonna play Skull Misty now. Wrong one. Uba Bear really puts me in a bit of a bind here. How am I gonna go about this? Well, we got a 6x2 to face down over here. I think what I should do about this is play Blank Mask on Snoffle to tank the Frost Guardian. Although if I'm gonna do that, I should do it on my hero, come to think of it. Well, I have 1 card to play. Yeah, not doing that on my hero was kind of silly. Oh well. It's a slight error. Now I hope I draw Sunburst too, so my life is easier. Okay, it's fine. 1, 2, Snoffle survives the Grinkits. I Blizzard Bottle Bigfoot so that I don't have to take the damage here. Snoffle goes to 7, freezes everything up. Our hero hits a very casual victory. Just a little bit spooky, but not the end of the world. Go off. And then Mimic goes and deals that much damage. Not too bad. Now, something worth making a note of here is that I don't have to play Egg to put a +7 out on my team, because I can steal the enemy. I think I will play the Egg because I want to play Yeti Skull on something, but it's not necessarily important. Okay, I'm gonna run it like this. I think it's fine. And we will play to face down these two. It's gonna go egg, mimic, hero, Yeti skull. So we want to freeze the Junker here for sure. Snoffle. I would like to play Chrono in front of Snoffle maybe, but this is fine as well. A pretty easy way to go about this fight is to play Blank Mask on Snoffle, I think. Because I'm not doing the math, but my rough estimate tells me that this Mimic is about to do a lot of damage. I think this Mimic actually just clears the board here, come to think of it. It looks really bad for them. Right? Yeah, okay. Maybe I will retake my screenshots. You know what, Mimic? You can get a promotion in the screenshot. You've earned it, buddy. I wasn't gonna do it, but you know what? After that performance, you can have it, boss. Let the people know. Okay, well there's a 4 and a 5 coming at me. The 4 hits Snoffle here. The 5 hits both, but it's fine. I will press junk just because I don't like you. Then Snoffle freezes and it's all over. Once my hero attacks again, it's done. Good job, Mimic. Thank you for digging me out of a very uncertain hole, I would say. I think that this run you can tell by the number of cards in the deck. I was just kind of floating around looking for an inspiration, trying to figure out what the hell we were gonna do. And then we hit Chrono and Skull Misty, and I went, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. Still a little awkward. I think there were definitely weak points of the run. I think if I walked into King Moko, it was gonna be scary. But hey, a win's a win. That's all I can say. It really is. I think the important inflection point is you have to slam the Barrage Charm before Infernoco, or else you're going to lose out on too much money. But that's just my thinking. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't you forget to like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.